you were wanting to buy a site or a forum, right? And you're like, oh wow, these are going so quick. So you change your strategy a little bit and became a little bit more risk prone. And I wanted to say to everybody, that's all my community and everybody that listens to this is what we tend to do, is we tend to go, oh, like I need to be quicker, especially if you're going to buy sites at the 10 to 20, 30K range, because there's people out there that's where everybody wants to dip their toe in, where they're not buying a startup, but they're buying an actual business. But don't compromise. I compromise on this too, Yaro, is that I wanted to do it real quick. And yeah, that's what we are. Like entrepreneurs, we want it to happen overnight or have it to happen yesterday. So I just want to share with everybody listening is like, don't rush it. Like do your due diligence well. And if you miss it, you were supposed to miss it and the right one will come along. And don't I've got free tools, like go to my website, get free tools on how to do your due diligence. It's in resources there, and like learn it before you do. Then when you learn it really well, then you can do it quicker and you don't make mistakes. Does that make sense, Yaro?
Oh, I totally agree.
Because did you come close with any that you're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have gone as far down the rabbit hole with it?
There were a few sites where in the hindsight, I was glad I did get outbid on, because I didn't have the chance to do the due diligence the way I would have liked to. Thankfully, a lot of what I looked at, the due diligence was easy. I go into the forum of the site I want to buy, and I see how active, how busy, what kind of conversations are going on. I look at how they're making money. I see the ads or I see the products they're selling. But, if you're going in to buy an app, it's very hard to, you can download the app and use it. You don't really know how many users are using it, what really is the revenue, or, anything driven by pay-per-click advertising. You can't see their ad campaigns. You can't do due diligence quickly or easily. So I think a lot of it depends on the format, your strategy, what you're going after. But for sure, there's some universal laws, which I'm sure you're teaching with your due diligence process, that get your basics. Like for me, when I have taught this subject too, I always would tell people, if you don't understand how the site gets an audience and how it generates revenue, you probably shouldn't be buying it. At least conceptually, you should understand how it works. So you wouldn't buy a house
at a first glance as well. Pretty much.
Right. Well, yeah, it should be straightforward enough, and if not, then you just don't understand the whole industry well enough yet to be, dipping your toes into that. Unfortunately, there's a lot of that because it's a business opportunity, and that market is rife with people who get suckered in with that sort of shiny object syndrome. It's in blogging too. It's in any area where you're teaching how to make money, and there's a lot of money to be made selling to people who will never make money. They just want to make money from selling the course or whatever it is. So it's the harsh truth. But for those of us who take the time to learn, there's some amazing possibilities, as some of my stories, and no doubt yourself, kind of demonstrate.